I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Calen Yeoh, the co-founder of TravelbyBit. Caleb, thanks so much for taking the time to come on the show. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
It's a pleasure to be here, Ashton.
Thank you so much. Let's start by digging into the platform itself. If you could kick it off by explaining why did you start TravelbyBit and what was the original vision?
So TravelbyBit, it's an online travel booking platform where that we take payments in crypto. So our main vision is to drive crypto adoption. There's a lot of speculation in this space. People are trading cryptos more like an investment. We want to see crypto actually used in everyday life. So I think the best place to start is in the travel space. So that's what we've done. We've built an online travel booking platform that allows anyone from anywhere around the world to book their travels using cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And I looked into the site and I saw that you can get up to 10% rewards in Bitcoin for booking trips. How exactly do these returns work?
It's quite simple. You just book with us and we give you a little bit back of that margin that we make in Bitcoin. So for the most part, our main users are customers who pay with cryptocurrency, but there's another bunch of users who don't have any cryptocurrency or who like to collect more cryptocurrency. And so we allow those users to pay with their Visa, MasterCard, or as we say, pay with your dirty fiat and earn some Bitcoin back.
That's great. And that was going to be my next question. So are the majority of people that are using the site already paying with cryptocurrency? And which cryptocurrencies does the platform accept?
Really good question. So yes, we see, I think 90% of all our users are paying cryptocurrencies. That's really amazing. So we actually see, we've done over $3 million worth of flight and hotel bookings over the last 6 months, all paid with cryptocurrency. So it's really interesting to see that there is genuine use cases out there. People are willing to spend it. People are not just hodling it. So the greatest usage we see on our platform is Bitcoin, and the usage fluctuates a little bit with the market. So when the prices go up, we see people using crypto a little bit more. The other interesting thing that I'll point out is who are these users? We see a lot of people, because there's this notion in the media that people who use crypto are generally, terrorists or drug lords. And so we try to dispel some of that myth. So we try to dig into our user base and find out who our users are. And what we've discovered is a lot of digital nomads, people who live and work remotely around the world, they use our platform. So a lot of these guys are paid in crypto, and they then have to spend in crypto, and because they don't want to open a local bank account in the different countries they move in. So I think this revolution is very much about the digital revolution, where digital nomads can work and live anywhere they want, and they don't need to be wedded down with a single bank account, and they can live off their blockchain assets in the blockchain wallet. So it's really cool to see that. So in terms of what sort of coins we support, we currently support Bitcoin, Litecoin, BNB, but we would like to support more. So we're actually working with new integrations across the board. We want to make crypto easy and usable for anyone. So it doesn't really matter which coin. It's as long as someone wants to use it and want to drive adoption, we'll work with them.
Mm-hmm. That's really interesting about the demographics, and that digital nomads are your primary users right now. And I could see how even just trying to carry fiat or pay with credit cards and the Forex transaction processing costs and things that they would want to avoid, and they could pay with Bitcoin in any country around the world. So that makes sense. And your team is based in Australia. Could you talk a little bit about, when you first started, how long ago was that, and how many people are on the team right now?
Okay. We started about 2.5 years ago. It was just myself and a couple of interns. We've since grown to a team about 15 people. And we're still growing. I would say it's a niche industry. We try to provide really good support for our users. And so in order to do that, we just have to grow the team. We're getting more and more customers every week. It's not it it's not for it's not a user experience that most people are comfortable with, and that's why customer support is such an important thing, and that's why having a large capable team is very important. Because if you really look at what's happening here, if you book your travel with us, if someone pays with crypto, you're sending your crypto to a company across the world, and you have to trust that company so much. Because once you send, as we all know, once you send your crypto, that's it. You can't take it back. So that trust factor is really, really high. And so we have to constantly reassure users that yes, we got your crypto. We'll make that booking. Everything is going to be all right. So giving that extra level of assurance and building up the trust factor is very, very important for what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Great point. And your team is based in Australia, but are you able to book travel around the whole world? And are there any restrictions on where you can or can't earn Bitcoin?
No, there's no restrictions at all. And this is the beauty of crypto, right? I guess one of the reasons why I started this company as well is I wanted to help preserve that element of individual freedom, freedom to travel, freedom to transact in any currency you want. So what we're seeing these days is with the growth of big tech, with the growth of these super apps, we've seen in China that some people are limited in how they can spend or book their travel. If you speak up against the government in some countries, what's going to happen is they can freeze some of your accounts. So with TravelbyBit, and we're trying to promote the use of cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency is something that can't be stopped. So yes, you can book travel with on our platform to anywhere in the world, and no one can do anything about it.
That's great. And I saw that on the top of your site, it says that it's powered by Binance, which is one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Could you talk about that relationship and how that actually works?
Yes. So CZ really liked what we were doing in terms of promoting adoption. And so he's taken a direct equity investment stake into our company, and he sits on our board of directors. So it's not, I guess, not like some of these other projects where you hear there's an association to Binance or association to Vitalik. Everyone's advisor of some sort for some project, but it's very different for us. CZ, you can look up our company register. CZ does sit on our board of directors. He has, I guess, a direct say in some of the strategic things that we decide as a company. And for the most part, I think our partnership with Binance makes a lot of sense because we're very much aligned to providing the best user experience, keeping users at the forefront, and also promoting that element of freedom, freedom of transactions, freedom to travel, freedom of money, really.
Mm-hmm. That's great, Caleb, and that's a great relationship to have as one of the most powerful people in cryptocurrency. I'm hoping that helps make a difference and brings more adoption to the platform. And now I have a further question about the platform and the competitive advantage. Now it's great to be able to get Bitcoin back, but is it tough to compete with the prices, for example, of like somebody like Expedia who has a huge market domination? Are you guys getting the same prices as people would if they purchased a travel on one of those mainstream sites?
Yes, I would say in fact we're plugged into the Expedia platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how our platform actually works is as a licensed travel agency, we get prices in the vicinity about 5 to sometimes even 15% cheaper than what you would see on retail platforms. And so what we do is we take a bit of that margin and we share it back with the consumers in the form of Bitcoin rewards.
That's great.
So yes, we do get access to really good pricing. Yeah, and we would not say that we're competing with Expedia or Booking.com. I think we provide a unique service for the blockchain and cryptocurrency community. Our main focus is to allow people to pay in any cryptocurrency that they like. The rewards function is just an ability to introduce more people and more friends into crypto. Those that don't have crypto, they can earn a little bit of rewards in crypto. Yeah.
That's great. Now, I also saw that your team has partnered with brick and mortar stores around Australia. Could you talk a little bit about what is the goal surrounding introducing brick and mortar?
Well, so we started off before we had a travel platform. We actually started off as a payment processor. So what we do is we have a piece of technology that allows any business to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. So we share this technology with brick and mortar businesses, and so we've enabled 2 international airports now to accept payments in Bitcoin. So you can go and do your duty-free shopping in Australia with cryptocurrency. We've also enabled, I think, a chain of coffee shops all around Australia, a chain of kebab shops. So if you look on our website, it's really interesting. You can go to the page where it says stats, and you can see people making live transactions, buying a kebab, buying a burger with cryptocurrency, and it'll flash up all these little locations where people are spending their crypto all across Australia. We're also starting to roll this out around the world. And for the most part, we provide this technology for free because we want to see more adoption.
That's great, Caleb. That's a great partnership, and that's really interesting to be able to see it on the site in real time. So that's super exciting. Now, as you continue to grow, what further partnerships are you looking for to complement these current partnerships?
Look, we are looking to work with companies that are interested in crypto adoption. So any blockchain-based company who is interested in driving adoption, please get in touch with us. We are also working with conferences all around the world. In fact, we're a close partner of the Istanbul Blockchain Week, which I think you've covered in one of your previous videos as well. We are very excited to be working with them to be able to provide travel services where you can go to these conferences and fly there or book your hotel there and pay in crypto.
That's great. Well, all the best in continuing those partnerships. And yes, the Istanbul Blockchain Week is one to look forward to this year as one of the top blockchain conferences. So that's super exciting. Now, more of a tougher question. What challenges do you foresee as you continue to grow that may lie ahead?
Well, I guess it's a really, really obvious one that's on everyone's mind now, which is the spread of the coronavirus. We've seen we've seen a lot of people change their flights and had to change their travel arrangements over the last few weeks, actually. And I think the world will find a lot of different challenges when dealing with this virus, and we actually think it's going to have a significant impact on the travel industry. So for us as a team, I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to hunker down. We're going to end up focusing on building tech while we wait out some of these uncertainties that the virus has brought into our travel industry. But yeah, definitely that's one of the biggest challenges that's around the corner.
Definitely. I've heard, I've seen blockchain conferences in Southeast Asia canceled completely, and I'm sure people are looking to either change their flights or cancel and get refunds. And as you said, it's a lot tougher when there's cryptocurrency involved in a payment transaction. You have to manually send back that same amount. So I could see how that could be a challenge. But at the same time, there's probably a lot of other countries in the world where people are still able to make travel and booking for now, right?
Yeah. So we see people are still booking, people are still traveling. The volumes have reduced a little bit, but at the end of the day, I can only see this industry growing because I do believe more and more people are choosing to live a life where they don't peg themselves down to a single country and they live in multiple countries. And the biggest use case for crypto is you don't have to have a local bank account. You can get paid in if it's not Bitcoin, you can get paid in a US dollar stable coin these days. And you don't have to worry about the local taxation rules. You don't have to worry about having a local bank account, and you keep your money on a blockchain wallet that belongs to you. And then those are the people I said who are increasingly use and adopt cryptocurrency in their everyday lives.
It's a beautiful thing, Caleb. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. It's all the time that we have today, but if there are viewers that are looking to make bookings or learn more information about TravelbyBit, what's the best way for them to reach out and learn more?
Check us out on Telegram, check us out on Twitter, and certainly check out travelbybit.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Caleb. I'll leave those links in the description box below as well. And let's follow up in the near future.
Awesome. Thanks, Ashton.